Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. On the streets of New Orleans, whispers are spreading about a mysterious new pill that unlocks unique superpowers for each user. The catch: you won't know how it will affect you until you take it. While some develop bulletproof skin, invisibility, and supernatural strength, others exhibit a far more deadly reaction. We're going to break down this film and be warned, it's packed with spoilers. New Orleans. In a potential future, a group of drug peddlers gathers when a man known as Biggie introduces a novel product that he offers for free, encouraging them to distribute it. The product is a unique pill, dubbed Power, which gives its user an unpredictable superpower for a fleeting 5-minute duration. However, the pill's effect varies from person to person. Some are known to combust mere seconds after consumption. Biggie starts his demonstration with a skeptical dealer, Newt, who is doubtful about the proposition. Several weeks later, Newt's relative, Robin, who dreams of a rap career, is found peddling Power on the streets. A trio of thugs attempts to mug her, only to be interrupted by Detective Frank Shaver. One of the thugs tries to consume Power, but Frank thwarts him, pretending to arrest Robin to disperse the thugs. Unbeknownst to many, Robin and Frank share a secret friendship. She is his supplier of power. Despite this, Frank strives to keep Robin safe, even surprising her with a belated birthday present: a motorcycle. Elsewhere in town, a man known as Arthur Art Riley, also referred to as the Major, embarks on a search for Newt and the source of power. After weeks of abusing power, Newt begins to show severe physical deformities. Upon finding Newt's stash of power, Art is confronted by him. As Newt reaches for his firearm, Art disarms him. Newt, in retaliation, consumes Power, igniting his entire body in flames, his unique ability. He chases Art through the building, overdosing on Power in an attempt to defeat him. Art submerges him underwater, where Newt divulges the name Biggie before Power causes him to combust. Art barely escapes. Meanwhile, Robin is awakened by her mother, Irene, due to her being late for school, where she struggles with her academic performance. During class, she texts Newt for more power, unknowingly communicating with Art, who now has Newt's phone. When called out for her lack of focus, Robin's teacher questions her talents. A friend chimes in, praising her rapping skills and creating a beat for her to freestyle a retort at the teacher. The class erupts in applause, but this is only Robin's daydream. In reality, she is sent to the principal's office for refusing to surrender her phone. Detective Frank is dispatched to a bank robbery where the thief Griff uses power to make himself invisible. Frank responds by taking a power pill and timing its effects. He chases Griff, who almost escapes on a train, but is foiled by a booby-trapped money bag that sprays him with dye. In a subsequent confrontation, Griff shoots Frank in the head. However, due to his power of near invulnerability, Frank survives and subdues Griff. Despite this, Captain Crane reprimands Frank for using power and orders him to surrender his badge and gun. As Frank leaves, Crane hands him a photo of Art, who is suspected to be the source of power. Later, Art locates Robin at Church's Chicken, a frequent meeting spot for her and Newt. He sabotages her bike tire, abducts her, and stows her in the trunk of his car. In a remote location, he interrogates her about the source of the power that she and Newt have been distributing and threatens to involve Irene. Art then shows Robin a picture of a woman and a man, both allegedly connected to the power pill, yet neither is Biggie. He provides her with a contact number for a market suspected of also being a power warehouse, and instructs her to request alligator wine there. Upon arriving at the market, Art and Robin request the alligator wine. Robin encounters a man named Quello at the back who, upon discovering that Art is outside, takes a power pill. More henchmen appear and attack Art, but he manages to subdue most of them. Despite being shot in the chest by Quello, Art perseveres and overpowers him. In his pain-induced haze, Art mistakes Robin for a girl of her age named Tracy. They uncover computers tracking all power users, leading Art to conclude that the creators of power are using the buyers as test subjects. A notification pops up about an upcoming presentation, along with a location. Art insists that Robin take him there. Meanwhile, Quello, still under the effects of power, expels the bullets from his body and launches another attack on Art and Robin in the market. However, Art ends Quello's life just as his power wears off. Art earnestly pleads for Robin's help, revealing that his motivation is to find his daughter. Robin then tends to Art's wounds. Frank, sensing something is amiss with Robin, goes to her house and finds Irene under duress from 2 policemen. He infiltrates the house, posing as Irene's boyfriend, nearly blowing his cover, but manages to convince Irene of his friendly relationship with Robin, successfully warding off the cops. As Art and Robin deepen their bond, Art unveils his past as a soldier, earning him the nickname The Major. He also discovers Robin's dream of becoming a rapper, which encourages her to share a few verses of her own. Before they part ways, Robin insists on a $10,000 share from whatever profits they might gain from their endeavor. En route to a crucial presentation, Art shares his history of involvement with a corporation known as Teleios. He was part of experimental procedures that led to the creation of power. Art goes on to explain how his daughter, Tracy, was born with special abilities. This made her a prime target for Teleios, who subsequently kidnapped her to use her blood in the creation of power pills. As Art reminisces, his memories become blurry, and he mistakes Robin for Tracy. He imagines being chased, harking back to the tragic day Tracy was abducted. Robin, however, successfully manages to snap Art back to reality just in time to prevent a car crash. Finally, they reach the venue for the presentation. They are unknowingly tailed by Frank, who has managed to trace their location through other power users. Art and Robin stealthily infiltrate the event and witness Biggie showcasing the power to a South American cartel leader known as Matriarch. The demonstration involves a woman, Candy, testing power as her boyfriend Moto observes. Biggie touts power as a means to unlock the survival capabilities inherent in certain animals. During her demonstration, Candy reveals her power, the ability to control her body temperature to such an extent that she can freeze things. Meanwhile, Frank finds Robin and tries to convince her that Art is the mastermind behind power, but she isn't convinced. As Art takes down a man and advances towards Biggie, he is noticed, prompting Matriarch to try and escape with the pills. Art corners Biggie at gunpoint, triggering a shootout between Biggie's men and the cartel. Candy, trapped in the demonstration chamber, succumbs to her frozen state. After losing 3 fingers during the interrogation, Biggie reveals that Gardner and her henchman Wallace, Tracy's kidnappers, will be on a ship named Genesis. Frank attempts to arrest Art until they both realize their mutual connection through Robin. Their revelation is interrupted as Biggie takes a power pill, transforming into a gigantic beast. The trio escapes the chaos, with Art causing an explosion that kills the rampaging Biggie. Frank apprehends Art, but Art reveals Tracy's situation and that Crane is operating under Teleios' command. In order to board the ship Genesis, Art allows himself to be captured by Teleios. Frank gains entry by boldly confronting a guard. The guard shoots him, not realizing that Frank, having consumed power, is now invincible. Consequently, he recovers and sneaks onto the ship. Art encounters Teleios' CEO, Dr. Gardner, who was involved in the initial experiments conducted on Art. Frank and Robin infiltrate the ship and deal with a guard whose power-induced ability gives him rubbery limbs. Despite the risk of losing his arm, Frank manages to trap the guard in a door. After taking power, Wallace, displaying super strength, begins hunting them. Upon realizing that Art is holding a power pill as a safety measure, a guard decides to release him. Wallace confronts Art but is shot twice with a shotgun before Frank assists Art. Meanwhile, Robin locates and frees Tracy. They encounter another guard whose power-induced ability allows him to extend his bones as weapons. Art successfully impales him, then reunites with Tracy before they flee. As the group attempts to evacuate the ship, Gardner intervenes, demanding that Art surrender along with Tracy and threatens to kill Robin otherwise. Art confronts Gardner, consuming power which grants him the ability of a pistol shrimp, enabling him to generate lethal energy blasts that annihilate the henchmen and crush Gardner under a crane. Art nearly succumbs to the exhaustion, but Tracy's abilities bring him back from the brink. The group finally escapes. Frank escorts Robin home and plans to reveal Teleios and power to the world. Art and Robin bid each other farewell as Art leaves with Tracy. Robin, carrying her share of the cash, reunites with her mother. Finally free, Art and Tracy drive away on a bridge.